What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, another opponent. A lot of young opponents are calling out and feeling themselves when it comes to Olympic silver medalist, undefeated 3-division world champion, former unified super featherweight, and reigning WBC lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is 23 wins, no loss, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. 27 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. A converted southpaw, right? Well, a converted orthodox fighter, he fights southpaw. With that said, Shakur Stevenson has a lot of young fighters calling him out. I don't know if it's the lack thereof punching power that just gives these young fighters confidence to call him out. But Shakur recently made the statement that he is tapped out as far as weight. He stated that he started his career at 126 pounds. He moved up to 135, and as he's at 135, he's not going to grow much more. He might dibble and dabble for the right fight at 140 pounds, but for the most part, that's it, right? Shakur Stevenson is going to campaign at 135. And so we had Floyd Schofield Jr., or Floyd Schofield III, call out Shakur. Shakur accepted the fight. You had Edwin De Los Santos. Floyd Schofield Jr., 22 years of age. Then you had Edwin De Los Santos, who was 23 years of age, right? And now you have a new fighter who is considered Errol Spence Jr. 2.0 or Paul the Punisher Williams 2.0, in Cuban star boxer who is making his way through the rankings and definitely making a statement in Hadier Herrera, okay, who is 16 wins, no loss, no draw, 14 wins by way of knockout. More importantly, he is 5'11" with a 73-inch arm reach, fighting at 135 pounds. And he was slated to be and asked to be one of the opponents to replace Floyd Schofield Jr. for Shakur Stevenson when Floyd Schofield pulled out of the fight a few weeks ago and replaced Floyd Schofield, and Shakur Stevenson went with Josh Padley, right? But it wasn't so much of Shakur Stevenson going with Josh Padley. It was more so of the fact that His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh was familiar with Josh Padley and wanted to see Josh Padley back in the ring after Josh Padley had upset his fighter, okay? With that said, now Hadier Herrera is calling out Shakur Stevenson aggressively, okay? And he's considered to be Paul Williams at his height. Paul Williams was 6'2", but Paul Williams was 6'2" with a 75-inch arm reach, and people said that Floyd Mayweather was ducking Paul Williams because of that high work rate. And people liken Hadier Herrera's style to the style of that of Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is a southpaw. He's a southpaw, right? He's a big, lengthy, rangy, power-punching southpaw. Now, he has a fight coming up this Saturday against Jose Macias Enrique, who is 21 wins, 3 losses, and 2 draws, with 8 wins by way of knockout, right? So they're going to fight this Saturday. And, he's looking on the DAZN card, right? So he's looking to make a name for himself. He seems to be with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom. And now you have a lot of people saying that Shakur Stevenson is ducking this man. So people are claiming that Shakur is ducking this man. I mean, again, Shakur right now, options is limited because Frank Martin seems to move up to fight Edwin De Los Santos at 140 pounds. Isaac Pitbull Cruz, not interested in fighting Shakur. You have Tank Davis is tied up. He's going to rematch Lamont Roach, as his team said, in June. And then you have, Vasyl Lomachenko, who also wants Tank Davis and said that Shakur is boring. He has no interest. And it's just Keyshawn Davis, who we know that's not going to happen. The rest of the fighters, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, those fighters have moved up to 147 pounds. So they're not in the equation. So right now, Shakur Stevenson had Floyd Schofield, who's getting healthy. He said he's never going to give him the opportunity again. The only other fighter is undefeated Mexican superstar, title contender, William Zepeda, right? But Oscar De La Hoya is refusing to put William Zepeda in the ring with Shakur. And it's odd because Williams Zapata, who is 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 27 wins by way of knockout at 28 years of age, 5'9" with a 70-inch arm reach, he's the WBC mandatory challenger for Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur is chasing his mandatory, who got dropped by Tevin Farmer, former IBF featherweight world champion, now lightweight title contender. And Tevin Farmer, I thought he beat Williams Zapata in the last fight, which took place in November, but he lost a split decision. So they're going to rematch in a few weeks, March 29th, in Mexico. Okay, so if Williams Zapata gets past Tevin Farmer, I believe they brought in Tevin Farmer, who is 5'6" with a 67-inch arm reach, who is a slick southpaw, who is a world champion, high ring IQ, a counterpuncher to mimic that of Shakur Stevenson, and he dropped Williams Zapata. And again, Tevin Farmer is nowhere near a big puncher. Okay. He has 41 fights, and out of 41 fights, Tevin Farmer has 8 knockouts. He's 33 wins, 7 losses, 1 draw, 8 wins by way of knockout. So it's safe to say he's not a big puncher, especially at 34 years of age. And I don't think that they like the style matchup. I don't think they like what they saw when Williams Zapata matched up against Tevin Farmer. They want to try to run it. They're going to run it back March 29th. And they want to try to gauge to see if it was a fluke situation or is it a bad style matchup for Williams Zapata? And if Tevin Farmer has any success against him, okay, in this rematch, you can guarantee Williams Zapata will not be choosing Shakur Stevenson as his next opponent. You can believe that. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out moving forward. But now you have Hadier Herrera, who is calling out Shakur Stevenson, who is considered the Errol Spence 2.0. His style is aggressive, body puncher, southpaw, long, rangy, aggressive fighter. But they also call him Paul Williams 2.0 because of his height and his range at 135 pounds. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But what y'all think about Shakur fighting Hadier Herrera in his next fight if he don't get Williams Zapata? Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.